Hi everyone, welcome to this sharing session by Niza. My name is Nizam Adli. Today, I would like to share with you about what happened over the weekend where my clients are concerned. Okay, but more importantly, there are three things I want to emphasize today based on my sharing. First is affordability. Second is reserve fund. Third is holding power. Okay, what I'm going to share with you is one of the not a very common practice. I mean, not a common site that you can you get to know or you get to find out day in day out. So I'm compelled to share with you because of the fact that a HDB upgrader are able to sell the HDB and buy two private property separately. So how does it work? Is it something that it takes a miracle, or is it something that they just go in blindly, or it's just that agents like me just want to sell them the product? Or to answer your questions, to answer your question, the answer is no. All right, totally no. It's not about emotion. For us, especially for me, it's about the logical thinking, the thinking process of affordability, reserve fund, as well as holding power. So why am I sharing with you this? It's because I'm not. Let's put my client aside for a time being. What I want to emphasize today is the importance of understanding your current standing where your property is concerned. Very important because whether it's an up market, down market, you must look at it from an opportunity perspective. Very important because opportunity comes and goes, and if you are not prepared for such opportunity that comes to you knocking, then you might live to regret some of your indecision, if I may say so. I'm not trying to scare you, but these are something that is apparent in most of us because of the fact that we are not empowered. Meaning what I'm trying to say is we do not know the exact details of how to go about doing it. The first thing that comes to our mind is, oh, I cannot afford it. That is something that we want to share, especially we want to share with you so that you understand how the mechanics of owning a property, and to a certain extent how can you upgrade without even touching your savings. Very important. Now, bringing back to my clients that scenario. Okay, we managed to sell the HDB in the northeastern part of Singapore. It was a challenge because of the fact that there was ethnic quota restriction, so we were only able to sell to the minority groups. So it's a challenge because our buyers pool becomes smaller. But then again, nothing in life is without challenge. So uh, we were confident that we will get the right buyer, and whole and behold, we got the buyer to commit quite recently, and it was really something that we were all looking forward to. So, and then based on our, to be honest, the thing that really the tipping point is when we do our presentation as a salesperson, as consultant, we are able to share with them the RAM system, RAM, Race Analysis Method by Propnex PAM. So with this system, we are able to digest and dice each number to the bare bones to ensure that affordability is maintained. That is priority for me. Affordability is not about overstretching, over leveraging. Very important in today's market. Anyway, today's market you can't over leverage because of the cooling measures, and the thing that is really making it a uh, very not easy for people to over leverage is TDSR, total debt servicing ratio, which is, to be honest, is here to stay. So that's how property market in Singapore is resilient where the private property market is concerned. So with the RAM system, we are able to look at the numbers from different angles, and from there we are able to marry the product that they can buy together or separately. So in this instance, the RAM system together with the spot system that we have in the PA app allows the flexibility or allows the provision for us as PropNext salesperson to marry affordability and product. That's very important because it's not just about selling product. To be honest, end of the day, yes, you need to buy something, but what you buy is really dependent on affordability. That's how we look at it. So when the numbers were crunched, it really boils down to the fact that how they see their property life cycle in the next 10, 15, 20 years. So we are blessed to be able to be part of their journey to sell a HDB, and now they are soon they're going to be proud owners of 2 property. Each of them bought a property on their own. One is for stay, the other one is for investment. So how do I actually show them where if the numbers make sense? So let me just share my screen. Give me a moment. Let me share my screen, my iPad. Okay. What I'm showing you is a glimpse of the PA app that we have under asset planning. So from here, we can key in the bio data of the clients, their income and all that. And from this information, we are able to look at the second tab, affordability. So if, for example, John were to buy on his own based on his income and age, how much can he loan? What is the max number of period that he can stretch that he can eligible for the tenure? What is his income, CPF cap and all that. So this gives a very, very detailed perspective of their finances where the affordability is concerned. So at the same time, you can also look at Susan, which is the wife. So similarly, she can buy a property that is not worth so much because of her loan amount and age and so on and so forth. At the same time, it also gives us the flexibility of if they were to buy together, what is their maximum loan and what is the maximum purchase price that they can actually afford, where based on the numbers that they have given, as well as the estimated loan amount. So here, the third tab shows the. Sorry, let me go back. Let me go back to affordability. Numeric. Right, where were we? Yeah. Total funds available. So from the existing sale of the property, their current existing CPF, and then the cash proceed from the sale of the property, from the HDB, as well as the cash savings, allows us, the system, to generate suggested plan. So from here, my friend, we are able to see or to profile, to recommend to my clients what are the plans that is most feasible for them, right? So for example, plan A, so John and Susan buy together, they can buy a $2.2 million property, and then at the same time, how much is the 5%, what is the stamp duty, and the loan amount that they are required. So what is the funds needed for the purchase? And at what most importantly, if I were to look at the bottom, the best case scenario and worst case scenario, what does it mean? It shows you how much reserve fund do they have. No, isn't this amazing? This, I tell you, this is a lifesaver for most of us because it really gives us the assurance. And of course, this click of a button, you can see that these are the progressive payment as well as the duration of the progressive payment. So isn't this something that is amazing? At the same time, the plans are also able to suggest if each of them were to buy a property on their own. So having said that, let me just stop my share. Having said that, this is the reason, this is the ultimate reason, of course, we can talk about, property trends, where's the market heading, what is the upside of buying a new launch property versus a resale property, whether it is for short, mid-term to long-term stay, or it's about rental yield, whatever, and all that kind of stuff. But importantly, the numbers matters. So really, it is something that I'm really an advocate of numbers. I always tell my client, if I'm not comfortable, I will tell you, because to me, I went through the process. We walk the talk, and we know how easy or how difficult it is. So important to understand your current status. So just to give you a glimpse of how the new launch market is performing at this point of time, let me share my screen. So if you look at this, it shows for the past 3 months, since June, July, August, the volume of transaction has been on the uptrend. So August last month, 1,274 units were transacted, new launch, right? So for September, the numbers are still not updated. Of course, we are just in the mid of September, but to date, there's already 407 units, excluding, I believe it exclude those that were sold over the weekend, and there are going to be more new launches. I think one more launch in the upcoming week. So the numbers here, it probably will be also as high as August, in my opinion. But then again, it is not crucial in the sense that, more importantly, are you able to seize the opportunity, my friend? Very important. Why am I sharing with you this? It's because we as real estate professionals, we see opportunities, and opportunities for our clients to take advantage because of the fact that you need to be two things. You need to ensure that you have first mover advantage. Second, that you need to go in at entry price, meaning as low as possible, so that you are in a good position in order for you to exit in the future. Why am I saying that? Because you must understand, new launch, if you enter early, if for example you enter at launch, the day of launch, I tell you, this is where you have the most advantage. Because if, for example, the new launch, the launch was successful, meaning developer met their target. So what happened next? What will developer do as a profit-driven entity? They will increase price. So isn't it advantageous to you because you enter early, and the developer will keep staging the price because of the fact that more and more units are sold. Developer sentiment become more confident, so they know that their product can sell. So what they do? They increase price. Of course, you don't see a significant jump, but then again, over the 3 years or 4 years upon TOP, I believe me, my friend, when you enter at launch and at TOP, you will definitely reap the rewards. So this is something that I want to advocate. But coming back to fundamentals, my most important aspect of selling or buying property is affordability. No two ways about it. In this context where job market is tight and all that. But why, you ask me? You might be asking me, why did my client took the less traveled path by selling the HDB and buying two properties at the same time? Isn't it increasing their risk double? But then again, my friend, you must understand, for me, it's not just about numbers. Numbers important, affordability is very important, but I look at the profile. The profile meaning, what industry are they in? Are they in an industry that is volatile? Are they in an industry that is to a certain extent recession proof? And end of the day, I always tell my clients, you know your finances better than me. You know your job stability better than me. Yes, important, we have to prepare for a rainy day. But, based on your current status, are you able to make this commitment? So, end of the day, I think the decision doesn't lie in me. To me, I open the way, I show them the way, but end of the day, they have to make the decision, not me. I facilitate the decision making. So my friend, I urge all of you out there, if you are not sure, because the process, the analysis of how a product or how a project is, whether it's worth investing, as an investor or a stay to invest kind of strategy, which I advocate for most of my clients. It's really about knowing your standing at this moment. What I mean by that, your current property, whether it's a HDB or private property, has it reached its maximum potential, or has it passed its maximum potential? So you need to understand from that perspective. Very, very important that you do not want to be staying or living in a property that is not a positive asset. So really, really important for you to understand, not only from an investment strategy, but also from a retirement perspective, because end of the day, in Singapore, our biggest asset is most probably our property. So we need to ensure that the asset is able to help us in times of need. In times of need, what do I mean is probably at retirement, where you know that a pot of gold is waiting for you. Nothing wrong to buy HDB, nothing wrong to buy resale condo, but end of the day, analyze the standing. Analyze your standing of the property at this current moment. Are you holding to an asset that is not appreciating? So really, my friends, I hope you take time to understand, and I'm more than happy to share with you in detail in the comfort of your home or through Zoom. So do reach out to me, reach out to us, Nizam. You can find us in Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So this is our part of our mission to share and share our knowledge with people out there, with consumers out there, especially the young ones. The first step of, if you have bought a BTO and you know that you're making some money, if you do sell the BTO, then what's next? You cannot be making money or enjoying a profit, and your next step actually wipe up the seeds that you have sold for the past 5-10 years. So I think it's important that you talk to a professional, talk to Nizam. No obligation, but to us, it's about strategic planning and ensure that you are able to be in a position to make the right direction, the right decision for the best for your loved ones. So hopefully you have benefited from my sharing. I hope you like and share this video and share it with your friends and family, so that they too can benefit from probably a bit of my sharing, so that we all can ensure that our properties, and especially in Singapore, do stand a chance in terms of potential gain in the future. So with that, I thank you so much for watching and hope to see you in my next video. Bye.